Yo, Bachi 2007 back at you with men's mind state and cultural reviews. We've got some rank foolishness here. Let's get into it, and then we're going to come back with some commentary. But before we even get started, like, subscribe, and notification bell coming through the door. I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and did that. It really helps the channel to have some interactions. So we appreciate it if you go ahead and interact with us, and we're going to get right into this.
Fighting right now, and I want to talk about it to see if I'm the crazy one. So the other day we were watching TikTok together on my account, and there was this trend coming out that I want to do with him, where you record your boyfriend's For You page on TikTok, and nothing came up, like nothing crazy came up for him, like it was all sports stuff or like science stuff, whatever. But this girl came up on his social media, and he was like, oh, like that's my friend, like I know her, and he like followed her immediately, whatever, which is no big deal. I told him like it's okay for you to follow other women or friends, like I don't really care about this stuff. But now the problem that I was having is that him and I have gotten into major fights about this before, where he will not follow me on TikTok or Instagram or any type of social media whatsoever. And I told him during this last argument, I told him that this bothers me because you're willing to follow, these other people, these women, that this girl that he followed, he hasn't talked to her in like 7 years. So I was like, oh, like you're willing to follow, these random girls that you supposedly know, but you can't even follow like your girlfriend, someone that you're saying that, you want to marry, you want to spend the rest of your life with. And to his response, he was just focused on the part that I said, like, oh, these random girls. He was like, oh, they're not random. Like, I know them. They're my coworkers. They're my friends. All that stuff. They're not random. And I was like, okay, well, that's not the problem. Like, the problem is that you don't even follow your significant other, like you don't even support your significant other on social media. And he was like, oh, like you just want one extra like, one extra view, is that the problem? And I was just saying, like, no, that's also not the problem. Like, I'm not saying that you need to follow me. I'm just saying, like, it's weird to me how you will follow these other people, but when it comes to following your girlfriend that you live with, that you always say you want to marry, that you say you want to have kids with, when it comes to following that person, it's a problem. Like it's becoming an issue. And I
So, of course, here we have an uptight woman making a mountain out of a molehill. Haven't ever seen this before, of course. The typical for women who don't have the correct priorities. So the first incorrect priority, well, first of all, for him as a man, I don't know why men are on TikTok unless you're doing business on there. It's a girls, it was an app basically made for teenage girls. So I don't know what the appeal is, but okay, you're on there. That's your thing. Uh, but let's start with all of the things that she is making a problem and making a mountain out of a molehill about. First of all, who is she to tell him what to do in his social media? I don't even deal with this. I don't allow a woman to go through my social media. I don't care what they say. I don't let the women go through my phone. I don't care anything about to say about if you don't have nothing to hide or this, that, and the other. No, I don't. I don't get monitored by women. I'm a grown man. The last time somebody monitored what I do and what I look at and tell me what I can watch or what I can do whatever with was when I was in my parents' house. When I was in my parents' house, they told me when you pay your own bills, then you can be grown and do what you want to do. Well, I pay my own bills. I pay for my own car. I have my own mortgage to my own home. I have my own 401k and my own insurance investment account. I don't ask women about what I can do or have them monitor my activity. I even had, I remember this one girlfriend, we would be talking on FaceTime or whatever, not even FaceTime, whatever it was back then. And she would want to watch me while I brush my teeth, right? Because she didn't want to get off the phone. And I was like, and she would try to tell me how to brush my teeth too. One time I was like, "No, you're not watching me brush my teeth, and you can tell me about how I'm brushing my teeth. I don't get monitored by women and told what I'm going to do or what I'm not going to do. Period." Now she keeps claiming, and in the second part of this video, which we're getting ready to watch, as you saw, it kind of switched over to another setting. We're going to get to that. She claims that it doesn't bother her. It's not a problem. But she keeps having a problem with it. She keeps saying it's not a problem because, of course, it is. Because if it wasn't a problem, first of all, you wouldn't need it to iterate that and reiterate it. Second of all, you wouldn't even be making this video. Third of all, your face wouldn't be all tight and stressed about it like it is, showing it clearly is a problem to him that he won't follow her. She can't stand it. And talking about supporting her, what is this her job? Is she making money by getting an additional like or view? And how much money are you getting by that one additional person? Uh, Nothing on TikTok because TikTok doesn't pay much per view anyway. So, what is her real problem? Her real problem is she wants to have control. This is clearly a controlling woman. And the problem, one of the big problems with her wanting this control, I'm sorry to say, but she doesn't have the appearance to be this big of a problem. She doesn't come with enough visual value to be this big of a deficit and this big of a headache. Again, she's trying to tell this guy what to do and trying to control him. And he probably is, if it was me, I'd be like, now I really will never follow you on anything just because you're trying to make me. You're not going to tell me what to do. And the reason why she really has a problem with it is because she simply wants to control him. Women are really into like Facebook relationships. The fact that they were even doing this stupid challenge, like I would have said no. She would have said, I want to screen record your For You page for Instagram challenge." And if it requires me to be involved, the answer is no. Matter of fact, I don't want you posting me or posting about me and my stuff. So the answer is still no, even if it doesn't require me to be involved, because I'm not here to be your social media fodder. Our relationship, we're not we don't have a reality show where we're getting paid by MTV or VTV a couple $100,000 to go on to be broadcasted, to broadcast our relationship. Which, when that does happen, almost, I used to notice almost every reality TV show relationship marriage ended up breaking up after the show. Either it might have been, sometimes they broke up during the show, sometimes they broke up soon after the show went off the air. And in almost every case, they ended up breaking up at least sometime after the show. Only show that where the couple didn't break up that I can think of is Reverend Run, and then maybe the Chrisleys, who just got pardoned by Trump. They're still married even though they went to jail together. It's like two couples out of the 150 reality show couples there have been, because some have been like the housewives shows with multiple people. Almost all the housewives done been divorced. Been about 50 housewives alone between all the shows, and almost all of them have been divorced. So it's not a good thing to broadcast your relationship. It just brings other people into it. I think a lot of us know this in personal lives. If you're not famous, just putting your stuff on social media. And it doesn't mean you can't ever put anything, any pictures of us as a couple. But generally, I don't want to be cannon fodder for messy women, and other people who like to keep up mess and gossip to get involved in our relationship. And I'm not going to perform. I'm not going to perform for you as a woman. I say that on the channel all the time about not performing for women. I'm not going to perform for you, and I'm not going to perform for the public and society as a couple. Not doing it. And men should just stand on what they are and are going to do in that regard.
And I do want to reiterate, like, it's okay that he doesn't follow me on social media. Like,
But
I'm 100% okay with that. Or I guess I've learned to be okay with that because, okay, if you
she's learned to be. She just told on herself. And I always tell you, let women keep talking. They always tell on themselves. They always tell you everything you need to know about them, and they always tell on themselves about their real motives or feelings. I've learned to be okay, which means you're not okay with it. You accepted that he's not backing down, and so far it seems like maybe he's maintaining some level of masculine frame, even though he was really on his masculine. He would have just been like, "Look, don't talk to me about this again. You're not going to tell me what to do. You either leave it alone and move on and stop trying to pick a fight and cause a problem for no reason. You're gonna have you would like this is what kills me about women. They would rather have contention in their relationship about something petty than to have a good relationship and not worry about the petty thing. They'd rather have a bad relationship so they can focus on something petty rather than have a good relationship and just be discontent with the petty irrelevant thing. They're okay with the discontentment in the relationship. They're okay with making you as the man feel bad and having contention with you. They prefer that than to not care about something petty. And I've dealt with this with women. Like, you're really gonna live and die on this hill about some towels in a bathroom or about me leaving a microwave open? This is the hill you want to die. This is the thing you want to bring up negative, contentious feelings back and forth between us on. I know you don't really care about me, and I know you don't really care about this relationship. If that's what you actually rather focus on and rather um, have satisfaction about that than have satisfaction in our relationship, and you'd rather have contention between us than to not care about something petty because you don't care about me. That's what's clear. And you don't care about this relationship. You just care about being right. And that's what's happening with her. And she's lying. Clearly, she told the truth. I learned to be okay with it because she's not okay with it. Period.
You don't want to follow me, I'm not going to force you to do that. I'm not going to force you to support my shit. I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to force you to watch my content. Like, that's completely fine, you know? But the problem that I keep trying to explain to him is like, you clearly, want to openly support all these other all these other females. What is the problem with your significant other stuff?
So it's not about supporting. The main reason why at least I have social media, and maybe this is what he's doing on TikTok. But there's two things I have social media for. I have some social media accounts that are strictly business. They're strictly whatever I'm promoting for my other content. Like I might use
Instagram.
promote something I'm doing on YouTube, and the channel is just I'm not even on the channel other than when I'm on videos like this, posting these. But my channel is just promotes my videos for a different channel I have that well I'm not on camera most of the time, or it's picture posts with text about what I'm doing. All right, it's a movie channel. I have a movie channel. That's aside from this, and I do some reviews, and I do a lot of written reviews, and then I do short videos about the video reviews that I do on YouTube. Okay, so that's other than that. For a long time, I was never on my channel. You didn't know what I looked like. So, and then the other thing I have social media for is like Facebook, and I have Facebook because I got like 60, 70 relatives on there and old friends. And it's just to keep up with people, just people who I'm only going to see once or twice a year, mostly people who stay out of town or that know what's going on sometimes in town. I'll see things posted on there. Oh, I didn't know that event was going down. I didn't know so and so had a birthday party this week, but I saw it on Facebook. I was able to participate or whatever and come through. And so, those are my only reasons for having social media. I don't use social media is not my social life. It's not where I go to connect with the people. And so him having other people on there that he's following, he follows you in real life. They even live together. I think she's getting ready to say that. So he sees you every day. He doesn't need to follow you on social media to keep up with you. He keeps up with you the 5, 6, 7 hours a day that he's physically with you and present with you and engaging with you directly. The reason why and it sounds like he has social media in part is to keep up with people who you're otherwise not going to see or talk to if you didn't follow them on social media, so you know what's going on with them, which is really cool because then when I do see a particular relative that once or twice a year I see them, I already know what's been happening with them throughout the year. I can talk about, oh yeah, what happened with that new program that you started at school. I saw you on when you posted on Facebook about your weight loss or whatever. Or, oh yeah, man, what's up with your chick? Are you guys engaged? I saw you were talking about you having a new thing. What's going on? Whatever the case may be. Somebody's getting out of the military or whatever. I see their kind of military graduation or their ceremony to end the military career. I got different relatives doing things like that. So I know something about what's happening with folks just because I follow them that way. I don't need to follow the person who I see every day. And then the other reason why you might not want to follow a lot of women post a lot of foolishness on there, and it might be a kind of a thing. There's some relatives even that I don't want to follow. Like I don't follow any teenagers. I don't want to see some of the garbage y'all are posting because you're gonna make me call you and tell you what's good. So I just don't even let you follow me, and I don't follow you. But even like with women, they might be posting some stuff that's really stupid or annoying, posting stuff like this, talking about me on your social media. It's probably better that I don't follow you. If I do follow you and I see some of this stuff, I'm gonna check you on it. So you really don't want me to follow you, and I really don't want to see some of the stupidness that you're posting. I'd rather our relationship be based on our actual in life interactions and not having to see what you're doing on social media that's going to annoy and aggravate me. So, and to alleviate that, I'm just not going to follow you, but I am going to follow people who I otherwise almost never talk to and never see. That makes perfect sense.
Why is there an issue when it's brought up? And why are you willing to get rid of all of your social media because your significant other is bringing it up? That's, I don't know. That shit's so weird to me, and I don't know if I'm just like overreacting or not.
Yes, you're overreacting, and you're so weird to me. And I already explained why that would be the case, that he would want to do that because he probably doesn't want to see the foolishness on there. And then also, probably the more you press it, if he's even remotely like me, again, you're not going to tell me what to do. And the more you try to tell me what to do, the more it's not going to happen. And again, you're probably posting a bunch of foolishness. I know you're posting a bunch of foolishness. We're watching the foolishness right here. And again, your presentation uh, isn't of a level that is okay for you to be bringing these kind of problems. Your presentation does not match the level of problem and headache that you're bringing to this situation. Now let's see what kind of foolishness she posts. Booty out pictures on her social media. This is what she's posting. This is might be because if I see this on your social media, I'm gonna tell you to take it down. You might not want me on there, so let me click on the video, which I already did. So this is her. Um, Other than her turning her posterior to the camera with those sewn up your butt shorts on that these chicks are wearing now, that make everybody look like they got some booty because it's sewn. They got a seam down the crack that hugs it really tight to the even the little booty muscle. Um, Other than that, and being able to show off that, this is what you get. This is her presentation. First of all, the fact that she's going on camera like this is diabolical. Second of all, the fact that she's built like this and has the nerve to be having this kind of attitude, again, your level of attitude does not match your level of appearance. You're not making it. It's not worth the headache to get what you're presenting. I'd fall back if I were you. That's just my little advice. We're gonna get out of here on this one. Yabachi 2007. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for Men's Mind State and Cultural Reviews. Also, hit one of these videos and interact with another one as you go out. If you like this one, I'm sure you'll like another one of my videos. Yabachi 2007, we out. Peace.